Hello and welcome back to You Don't Object to Rewrite. My name is WW Deadman. You already know that. Let's get into the next episode. Which would you rather become? A heartless corporate executive or a shrewd and flashy supervillain? Oh, that's easy. Show us your crackling laughter.
There's
Good
just
enough?
nothing like the smell of freshly brewed trivia in the morning. Welcome to the reride. One player. It's always a treat when things can get close and personal. Are you new to the reride?
Nope.
Of course, my apologies. You clearly look like you know what you're doing, but protocol obligates me to ask. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but just in case, here are your buzzers. I am required to inform you that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. Good luck on your ride. Meet you at the bottom.
Yep. That does say floor 666.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Rewrite is sponsored by the Feingold Institute for Evil Maniacal Laughter.
It is!
May your enemies tremble before your finely tuned and overacted glee. And now, from the broadcast booth to the recording booth, here's Sam Feely.
Well, if it isn't Temu Thanos. Welcome to the game, big guy.
Temu
Listen,
Thanos!
You don't have the stones for this one. And if you step out of line with me, you'll get snapped before you can say, I am inevitable. All right, fire up your
Floor
GT
666
device and
villains.
practice your maniacal laughter because it's time to die.
We already had the
mean,
maniacal laughter.
Hit your buzzer to set. Ooh, diarrhea. Here's your category. Linguistic evolution turned me evil.
Oh, so does it.
Let's check out the question. Which of the following people best embodies the original meaning of the word villain? An apprentice glassworker, a bogan living in the countryside, a poor indentured servant, or a Boston Red Sox player? No.
Complete other guess.
The word villain comes from Latin via French and originally meant a serf or peasant bound to work at a villa, which was basically a plantation.
Okay.
Oh, great. Even common literary terms are classist. Something. All right, I've got a category for you. What fine footwear he stepped on me with. Hey, Einstein, you might want to pick up a few Deutschmarks here to fix up your bank account.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which of the following is both a type of villain and a type of shoe? Heels, flats, brutes, or
Easy.
slippers. In addition to meaning high heels, heels are villains in pro wrestling.
Exactly.
And yes, we saw all your complaints about how hard the pro wrestling floor is, but if you can't let it go after just this one question, then
Oh,
y'all
you
are getting
did,
the
huh?
Okay. You ain't getting this from Uber.
Oh. Roadkill.
All right, you know how this works. Buzz in when you see the item that links the two clues. And keep track of all the correct answers if you want to have a shot at the bonus. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, foot on the gas, punch it. Rank call name, Mike, and the blank for Red October.
Hunt.
Cold blank coffee, and homemade beer equals home
Brew.
blank. Score. At the drop of a blank, and a conspiracy theorist wears a tinfoil one.
Hat.
Score. Video game mind blank, and
Craft.
your skills equals polishing your blank. sporting goods for curling, and blank closet.
No! Stick closet, what the fuck's that? Broom.
14-day free blank.
Trial.
Olympic qualifying event. Score. Ask your blank if it's right for you, and to deceptively alter.
Doctor.
Score. All right, shifting gears into bonus. What do all of the correct answers have in common?
I have no
Are
idea.
they all comic book supervillains? Parts of a doomsday device? Which words?
Nah.
Steps to taking over the world?
Nah.
Characters in the Breaking Bad universe?
Mm-hmm.
The FBI's 10 Most Wanted?
Nah.
Comic book super?
Maybe? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Which, please?
What are these? Witch words?
Yeah,
How?
you're not a good witch. You're a
How-
bad witch.
How?
Just
Okay,
a
yeah, good.
dumb
Witch hunt, witch. Okay, yeah, good. No.
Well, you're clearly beating yourself. Talk to me, kiddo. I hope you tip your delivery drivers more than that. Your category is
Ice.
another famous
What?
bald guy from the 90s. At the end of the last Austin Powers film, Dr. Evil renounced his evil ways and joined Austin Powers to defeat Goldmember. But was he really going to flush 7 years at Evil Medical School down the toilet so easily? Suppose Dr. Evil performed surgery on himself to remove his evilness. What would this procedure most likely be called? An evilplasty, an evilectomy, an evilotomy, or an eviloscopy?
Evilactomy?
The suffix ectomy refers to a surgery that completely removes something from the body,
Yeah.
like an appendectomy for removing your appendix. It's a much more refined technique than using carnivorous sea bass or sharks with laser beams attached to their heads.
Okay.
Buzz in for the... Ooh la la, someone struck it big. Here's the deal. Oops, wrong damsel in distress. So, just so we're clear, Zelda from the Legend of Zelda series is
the
not
princess.
the series protagonist, just the princess he has to rescue over and over and over and over and over. Suppose Ganondorf instead kidnapped the woman Zelda was named after, which of the following people would most likely have to come to her rescue? Enzo Ferrari, Pete Townsend, Robert Frost, or F. Scott Fitzgerald?
I haven't got the slightest, but I'm gonna randomly guess.
You fool! Princess Zelda was named after novelist Zelda Sayre Fitzgerald, wife of fellow novelist and Great Gatsby creator F. Scott Fitzgerald. Not sure if I trust this interesting fact about Zelda without a source. Does anyone have a link?
Ha ha.
Will our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? The real villains were the friends we made along the way. Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town had kind of an accidental villain redemption arc when the actor who portrayed him, Stefan Karl, was diagnosed with bile duct cancer, and his memory lives on through the We Are Number One YouTube memes.
Yep.
Which of these We Are Number One but meme video titles can you get away with lazily posting an unaltered video for because Lazy Town really was number one in that metric? We are number one, but it's Nielsen ratings. We are number one, but it's YouTube subscribers. We are number one, but it's most expensive kids shows. Or we are number one, but it's the Eurovision Song Contest. This is going down in history. According
the
to
only
show's
op-
head
like-
writer Mark Valenti, Lazy Town cost about $1 million per episode to produce, making it the most expensive children's TV series in the world during its run. No doubt half that budget went straight to Sporticus's mustache wax. Pick a
Only
value.
logical one.
Hey, don't sweat it.
This or that. Okay, yeah, I mean,
It's
I guess that's
time
fine.
For the one, the only, Dis or Dat. Here's the category for your Dis or Dat. Are humans the real monsters?
Are we?
I'm gonna list off 7 Disney films, and for each one, I would love for you to tell me if the main villain in the film is a human or not a human.
Okay.
You'll get some money for each right answer, and you'll lose money for each wrong answer and any ones you don't get to. You've got 30 seconds until the wire fills up to get all 7. Get your fingers on those numbers, it's time to party. Bambi is the main villain.
None. Oh, wait, yeah, the fucking...
Toy Story.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I pressed 1.
The Little Mermaid.
No, that...
The Lion King.
Definitely not.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes.
Aladdin.
Yes.
The Jungle
No.
Book. Perfectly average, as all things should be, as some other Disney villain probably said. You proud of your artistry? Or fartistry? Let's go. And we call this one... Ach nein, du hast mich gewillt. Hey, dipshit, if you get this one right, you can rate yourself your laughable score.
That was pretty close in pronunciation, actually.
What horrors might the villainous Heinz Mean subject you to? He'd bore you to death with advanced math, he'd run you over in his racing car, he'd burst your eardrums with patented sound systems, or he'd force exotic foreign delicacies down your throat.
I have no idea.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. The Heinz Mean is a mathematical concept used in functional analysis.
Never heard of
Trust
it.
me on this one, I'm not going to explain it to you. It's too complicated. It can't possibly be more complex than calculating wins above replacement in baseball. Hit your buzzer. You'll love to see it. Try this category. Catching up with the Heinzes.
Different
And
Heinz.
speaking of people named Heinz, if Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb made an invention that induces middle schmertz, what would he most likely call it? The art that's overly sentimental inator, the unreadable handwriting inator, the make menstrual pain worse inator, or the lose all hope in humanity inator? The middle schmertz is lower abdominal and pelvic pain that occurs during ovulation. Leave it to the Germans to have a specific compound word for every single type of physical or
You
mental
literally
condition.
can make compound words.
Gesundheit to you too, Tyler.
Nice. But yeah, you can literally make up your own compound words. That's how German works.
Germany, where comedy is legal, but they're just bad at it.
Absolutely.
Well, we've already talked about 2 villains with German names, so why don't we rip the Band-Aid off and finish with a
Oh,
question
no.
about the most evil German of them all, Mr. A-Double. No. Not gonna let that happen. What am I, stupid? Which law did I just narrowly avoid proving true? Poe's law, Betteridge's law, Godwin's law, or Murphy's law?
Godwin's law, right?
Oh yes, the internet do be like that. Godwin's law states that as an online discussion grows, the probability that someone or something will be compared to Hitler or the Nazi Party approaches 1. And at this point in human history, there's no way you cannot see it coming.
I mean, with how stuff currently is, that
It only takes 7 hits
doesn't
to
even
defeat
need like a
this
full
final
discussion
boss.
to approach
Here's the
one.
clue for its
It's
meaning.
just one at all times.
The bad guys. Time to show me how bad you want this victory. Let's rock.
Bad guy? Duh. Bad Romans? Bad? Ah, come on! Ah, fuck you! I don't know. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. Ed Sheeran? Bad habits, yeah. Who? Never even heard of him. Bad medicine. No, that was freaking. I have no idea. Bad blood. Okay, good. Never heard of it. As I said, don't listen to. Never heard of whoever that is. Bad to the bone. Never heard it in my life. But yeah, whatever.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, your final score. That's all she wrote.
The fact that that's still positive is surprising. Either way, I will see you for the next episode. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. My name is WWE Dadman. Bye.